Writing Mr. Wrong by Kelley Armstrong. I listened to the audiobook and I enjoyed it more than I anticipated. It's got a cute cartoon cover. It's about a male hockey player and an author. It's her debut novel. It's a historical fiction set in the Highlands, and she might have based the male main lead in her book off of this famous hockey player she went to high school with, and he's kind of a jerk. She did take some inspiration from their interactions as kids and young adults because she was told she needed to write an alpha male lead, and that's not typically the guy she wants to write or is drawn to. The mean girl they went to high school with invited her onto her talk show as part of the press tour and surprised Gemma, the author, with a mocked up cover of the book featuring Mason, the hockey player, and brought him out without warning Gemma beforehand. Mason had the opportunity to show that he's not that big of a jerk all the time and tried to run interference. And he's been pining for Jenna basically their entire lives. This is kind of a second chance romance between them. Not their first romance really had that great of a start in the first place. This book is good for readers that like to read about books or authors. It is purely a romance novel. There is not much other stuff happening in this book outside of the romance plot. You do have some of the bad PR Mason is working through, and that's why he proposes they fake date for publicity purposes. What stood out to me in this book in particular is the communication that the two main characters had. They had to not only work through past mistakes and wrongs, but talk about what each other are doing incorrectly in terms of interfacing with one another. I loved the aspect of focusing on this positive communication, and even though they made mistakes, they worked through it and talked through it together. It isn't that spicy of a novel. I think there was one open door scene that ended up fading to black without too much description. So on that line of closed door and open door when it comes to spice. Thank you to Hachette Audio for providing an advanced listener copy. I enjoyed this book and would recommend it to fans of the romance genre in particular. It was a fun read.